All right, so welcome to my channel. Excuse me. It's definitely been a pleasure. It's been quite some time since I made a video. Um, I've been looking at what I'm going to do as far as direction for my new videos and things like that coming to the future. Excuse me, I gotta clear my throat a bit here. So I guess I'll just make a separate video about my intentions with my YouTube channel and things like that. But for now, we will talk about something very important to me. I'm definitely going to play this build in the future. So here we have a Jack Knight deck. Okay. Some of the ideas, I say the core of the way that I want to keep the build. I have seen some builds, but one day I just had this thought to kind of start adding in psychic support and taking out some things that in my personal experience would just kind of make things kind of dead. I would actually go and explain what my purpose for using everything in my deck and why it works. I will actually show you a replay of every single game I have played in the past few days. I have literally played, well, that's not counting the 5 games that I won. That does not count the 5 games I won on my mobile device, because I do have Yu-Gi-Oh! Pro Link mobile. But aside from that, I have literally won just about every single game. My winning streak has literally been 18-1. Of course, I won like 13 games, lost 1 game, and I lost 1 game against Rockstun because I let him go first, and he was able to set up board and basically just kept me down until he was able to, you know, wipe me out. So that was very unfortunate. But aside from that, let's kind of get into the discussion here. All right, so first thing I want to point out, because I'm sure everybody's going to wonder, like, why the fuck is this guy playing side frames? Well, that's the thing. Even if, like, they're there for hand traps, they're very powerful hand traps, considering that if you go first, I mean, if you decide to go second, which is always, in my opinion, it's always the best thing to do with Jack Knights. Unless you want to risk opening your hand with 1 less card and possibly opening up with a side frame card, which will allow you to set up anyway. But aside from that, I've had a lot more success going second. I win my rock paper scissors matches. I have literally won that many times in a row to choose who goes first or who goes second. Sometimes the opponent did go first, but I find it way more advantageous to go second. But you're welcome to create a deck build that focuses on the early game. Now, if you go first, I suggest that you have to have Lava Golem in hand. And honestly, like, a lot of people aren't picking up on this yet, but Lava Golem is going to be a key card in a lot of different decks, okay? Like, Lava Golem is ridiculously good. Like, get your Lava Golems, don't let them go, because that card is just way too good not to pass up building into different deck builds. Okay, so side frames. So I got them because I was like, Jack Knights need a little oomph, and they're all psychics. So I was like, okay, let's go side frames, because I can go into Lord Omega. At first I ran the field spell, but that field spell was completely useless to me unless I drew terraforming, or I just drew it in, you know, some way, shape, or form. So I like switched it out for psychic field zone. Now, some people might not like psychic field zone as opposed to the field spell, but hear me out. Like, if you actually decide to, you know, net deck this build that I have and then switch out psychic field zone for the field spell, like, you would see the reason why I chose psychic field zone. 2 reasons. One, the field spell is occasional, so like, it's not a main card that I would actually use in my field spell zone. And the second thing, it is unreliable in situations where I have to top deck a spell or trap. The reason why is because Jack Knight's focuses so much on columns. Like, if you are bad at positioning, this is not the deck for you. Because if you place your spell and trap card zone in the right zone, it'll open up the abilities of the Jack Knights to be able to drop them from your hand onto the board, like swarming the field. Like, there was one game where I just shitted on someone so hard, like I was just like dropping them from my hand like it was nothing. Like, it was crazy. Very fun game. But positioning is so important that it's just, I need every way to have some presence on the board. And if the opponent has a monster and you have a spell and trap in your hand, that automatically guarantees you the ability to special summon a Jack Knight from your hand. This deck is like chess. This deck is literally like chess. And if you make the wrong move, you're going to get your shit wrecked. And I felt like my decision making has been very good. Some of you may have seen builds that ran what's that card called? Give me a second. I need to look it up. Yes, trade in. Okay, so some people run trade in, Pot of Desires, and Sacred Swords, but I have found honestly more success taking out the trade in than having it at all. Because there was a game where me having Grinder Golem in my hand and not discarding him in trade in came in so clutch. Because here in my extra deck, you see I got a lineup of monsters. So there's a change up in my build according to how I play and my intentions. Like, for instance, Trigate Wizard. I have had a situation where I needed a Link 2 with markers like this, and I didn't have it that game, and I was really pissed because I really wanted to use Trigate Wizard's effect to style on my opponent, but I didn't, so I had to find another way. But dude, Jack Knight of the World Remains is such a clutch card, dude. Do not underestimate how clutch this card really is, okay? Like, when you're at your worst, I mean, like, when you're at that critical point in the game, the late game, and you really need to make that last hit and your opponent keeps fucking around and like stopping you, but they can't kill you yet, but you can't kill them yet until you get something that can either get past their defense or you could just wipe their board. And Jack Knight of the World Remains was the perfect card, dude. He was the perfect card to end the game. And I have actually summoned him so much, guys. Like, he is absolutely one of my favorite Link monsters because of that ability. But not only that, but this man can send a card and a column to the graveyard, so you can send your dead shit in your hand to the graveyard. So if there's like a Pot of Desires that you already used earlier, you can just send it to the graveyard with Jack Knight of the World Remains, and special summon one Jack Knight from your deck to any side of the field. So this card is absolutely amazing. So we got Top Logic Bomber Dragon. I know I'm kind of scattering around here, but I'm just kind of going to the things that I like, and that's kind of the way I'm going with this. A lot of people might not see why, but Top Logic Bomber plus Link Karibo can do some interesting things. I mean, and even so, like, I could use True Depths of the World Legacy, special summon a monster into Top Logic Bomber Dragon's link markers and wipe the board if I really want to. Varolord Dragon is absolutely amazing. 9 times out of 10 you will summon this guy more than you would summon just about anything else. Like, you would summon him, pretty much these two, Jack Knight and Varolord, because Grinder Golem is a 1-card Varolord, and you can take your Grinder Golem and smack them with it. It's an extra line of defense. Jack Knight allows you to reposition and open up the columns so that you'll be able to attack directly. 3,000 hit, 3,000 attack to the face is absolutely deadly in this game. I played two Acoustic Magicians because I felt like she actually comes up a lot more often than you would think. Um, I run the Link Karibos because they come in clutch. I did not know. One game saved me because I did not know that this card had a quick effect to tribute one level 1 monster. I just can't tell you enough how hilarious it was. During the last game I played was against a excuse me, there's a fly in here. There was I was going against an Inferno deck, and I was like, damn, I'm gonna take too much life. And all of a sudden I see like a little beam of light in my graveyard, and I'm like, don't tell me I could do this, right? And my fucking Link Karibo was like, bro, I got you, summon me. And I was like, okay, Link Karibo, let's do this, boy. And you know, I summoned Link Karibo, and I pretty much nullified his attack for that turn. But the guy who was playing Infernos did very well. Like he responded to the situation pretty good. And his top deck was he started first turn with grass looks greener. So I mean, that just made my day. That just made my day so horrible. Let's go into some niche things here. So Brain Hazard. Probably thinking, why the hell is this guy playing Brain Hazard? Reason why I'm playing Brain Hazard is because if I can banish my Jack Knight of the World Remains, if it gets destroyed, use it. I can special summon Cyframe Lord Gamma or Delta and use it. I can special summon any of my banished Jack Knights from the banish zone without having to worry about having to reposition them to use them. This card is basically this, but for the banish zone, and that's it. That's the only reason why it's there, because it's good. Most times your Jack Knights will be banished, you would need them. Mind Over Matter, way too good not to play, because honestly, you have the manpower to, you know, sacrifice them to counter your opponent. And I have to say, this card has come in clutch on countless occasions. I'm not taking it out. I had a debate with my friend about this card right here, Psychonesis. Honestly, it's just removal. It's removal that I can use to open up proper columns for my Jack Knights. For instance, I can set Psychonesis in front of the opponent's monster. That gives me a zone to special summon my Jack Knights from my hand, and then I can use this effect, pop a card, take damage, right? But I can target anything on the field. There are many cards that you can use, of course. Yeah, I can use Raigeki or whatever. But in this deck, it doesn't fucking matter how many cards your opponent has on the field, because 9 times out of 10 you're going to destroy everything anyway with your monsters. Let's see here. So this card is just came in clutch for me. I played it all the games that I played, and I have won with it. So I'm not taking it out anytime soon. Future Glow, guys, I might bump this up to 2 because it's just way too good not to play, just for Jack Knights, honestly. Just for Jack Knights, because it's super easy putting the Jack Knights in the grave. So you got Future Glow. So you can activate this card by banishing one psychic monster in from your graveyard and note its level. All psychic type monsters you control gain attack equal to that level times 200. That means that at the bare minimum, they can gain at least 1,000 a stack. They can gain at least a stack of attack, and by stack I mean 1,000 attack points. And then it just goes up by 200 points every level. So you got 5, 6, 7, and then 8 that you can go up to. But 9 times out of 10, you want to banish it for the 8. So this card is just so nice. Your opponent will destroy the shit out of this card before they destroy anything else. 9 times out of 10. So then we go to the cards that make Jack Knights like good, honestly. In my opinion, it's these: Key to the World Legacy, Depths to the World Legacy, Whisper of the World Legacy. These 3 cards are very essential. But if you notice, I don't know why, but in the games I have been playing, I haven't played these much. I don't know why. I mean, I played them. They've come in clutch, no lie. But while they are very essential cards, I have actually not played them as much as I played my monsters. So it goes to show that the monsters for Jack Knights are actually designed pretty well, in my opinion. I feel like having to banish a Jack Knight from the graveyard kind of sucks, but I kind of get it, I guess. Um, let's see here. So we got Pot of Desires. Honestly, I have seen no drawbacks to having Pot of Desires, honestly. Because if you're using Pot of Desires, you definitely probably gonna. It's either you win or you lose. You know, using this. Of course, Sacred Sword of the 7 stars synergizes all too well with the Key to the World Legacy. I can banish this guy from my hand with this, draw 2 cards, then activate this, get it back, special summon it. So it's just like so good. So good. So good. Then we got Scars caused by World Legacy. I don't know why I lost my picture for this. Like, for some reason, the picture for this is gone. But this is, honestly, you want this on field. Okay? It gives you a +1 every turn. And it boosts that extra 300 attack and defense for a world. The Jack Knights are just... You just don't know. You just don't know how important that extra 300 attack and defense point boost is. It's just enough to make sure that they have everything they need to kill the shit out of your opponent's monsters. You can get around bigger monsters. You really can. But I might start running like Exceeds monsters because I realized that I can swarm the field with levels and then overlay them for other monsters. So there's that. But aside from that, my side deck, ignore this. This is just my side deck is ideas of whether or not I wanted to add more or less of this card or that card. But my side deck has nothing to do with the game right now. My side deck is like an extra space in my brain, basically. I never use a side deck. Don't call. I mean, I'm not bad for it. I just don't care, because 9 times out of 10, the stuff that I'm going to play in my main deck is stuff I'm going to play in my main deck, hands down. I'm just, YOLO. Yes. All right, so let's go to some replays, guys. So I'm going to see. Let's see here. I'm going to play every single replay here. Some people left like super early, some people didn't. So let's look at this. So you see that I had, side frame lower delta, but I went ahead and just played my turn. When I saw that, I was just laughing so hard. Look at that. I top decked him. Oh my god, it was just such a good hand, dude. He was not going to be able to deal with that. He quit. There was no way he could. There's no way. Like, look at this board. Hold on, let's go back a little bit. Look at this board. So this is what would happen to him, right? So I would have summoned Verilode Dragon. And I would have and I actually would have summoned another Jack Knight from my hand to the field anyway. I actually would have summoned let's see here. It would have been a choice between Jack Knight Purple Dust, because I always want Purple Dust because he floats. And then you got your Green Heights just to recycle your graveyard. But 9 times out of 10, you probably would want to go with the Green Heights, so you can get your card back to your hand, because you're not using anything to destroy anything right now. So I would have summoned Verilode Dragon. I would have summoned Jack Knight of Green Heights. I would have set Mind Over Matter maybe in like this zone or that zone. It doesn't matter to me because I already established my board. So even if they would have played a spell card like Regiki or something, I could have just Mind Over Matter it and then sacrifice my Blue Knight, my Blue Sky, and such things like that. Like, I know like most of you guys probably don't want to listen to me talk, but I'm trying to give you like the mindset of like the deck is really based on positioning your troops, your Mecha Knights, because it's just very important in the way the game is played. So there's that game. Here's another. So he did a pretty good job. I'm not gonna lie. He did pretty good. But and then you see, I had commented on him. Yeah. And there's another, you know, pretty much quit. Now this is a really good hand I had. So this is one of those games where this card was useless as fuck. And I was really shocked that I was playing against a spellbook deck. Not a lot of people play spellbooks. And I was wondering, like, what the fuck did this dude just leave his field wide open? But I was like, okay. And there's the chain. Hilarious. Still got my card though. So, let me pause. So I don't know why this didn't work. I guess I chained. So I must have made it miss timing, I guess, because I wanted to special summon my Brain Hazard. I wanted to special summon Cyframe, Delta, and then synchro summon with it on my opponent's turn. But yeah, it didn't work out, and it was really kind of pissed me off. But you know, it happened. So. So yeah, I made it miss timing. So yeah. And for some reason the game like ended. So I guess he disconnected or he left. But yeah, that happened. So yeah. Let's move along here. Oh no, I chose what I was gonna do. For some reason, the replays actually records the time it takes for you to choose a card in your deck due to an effect. So here's my next one. And here's where it gets interesting. Now this is a very interesting game. Not gonna lie, that fucking anti-spell fragrance pissed me off. It really did. It really did. Get Rex on. That was funny. That was so funny. Gotta love getting them double searches. Look at that. Oh man, that was priceless. But I was like, yeah, GG. I was like, GG, son. Yeah. That's what I was saying. Like, this guy coming in clutch, dude. Clear them zones up and it's over. That's how it works with him. Alright, so let's go with this. Let's go with this. Some guy, like, he left. Because I guess he didn't know he was playing against, but it still counts. Oh yeah, this is like the last game I played, but it just prioritized, I guess the text. Oh, that douchebag. He got me though. Yep, and that happened. And that was it. GG, mate. He left. So nope. Nope, not today. Yep. He couldn't do anything after that. He couldn't. There was no way he was gonna beat me. Alright, so here's a good game too, against Shiranui. Very fun game as well. So let him go first. Went ahead and went into Delta and get that pre-pelt because I knew he was going with that, so yeah, this was a little tough though, I'm not gonna lie. Coming in clutch, boy. He fucked up. He got too hasty. Look at that. Look at that, boy. He's at his rope. Got him. Oh wait, no, it didn't work. Oh, I realized I had this guy in my hand. uh, I realized I had my driver already in the bandit zone, so I kind of fucked up. I was like, he just kind of gave up. I was like, okay. It's like, fine. But he wasn't going to win anyway. I mean, I would have had the advantage at this point. And, wait, this is the last game I played. So, this is very good. Very good. I think I skipped over one. Nope. And I fucked up because I could have summoned a Verilode, and I wasn't paying attention. So, but I think that was a good idea too. I guess. So it kind of came in handy. Wasn't much he could do. Clutch, boy. That's what I'm talking about. Let's go. And then I misplayed. So yeah, it worked out better than I expected. And that was it. Like, oh, I think I wanted to style on him. Yeah, I think I wanted to style on him. I didn't realize, but yeah, just digging around. So this way it really came in clutch. It's like, it's over, son. Then I summoned my second one. Did I? No, I just went ahead and killed him. That was it. That was game. Positioning's key, and the fact that I did top deck that spell and trap though definitely helped. But I wonder, did I wonder if I forgot 2 games. Okay, no, okay. So we went I think we went through them all. Here's another one from back in the day. This is my earlier build though. Yeah, it was pretty screwed, dude. He was pretty screwed. But yeah, that was my games, guys. And like I said again, this is definitely my current build. It has had great success. I do plan on taming the beast. So thanks for watching. I know this video probably was quite long, but I definitely just want to get my point across that the potential in this deck, like, ridiculous, guys. All right, thank you very much.